Listen closely. The views discussed in this podcast are solely those of the hosts. Audience discretion is advised.
All right. And see, this is why we can't be having guests on the podcast.
How you gonna answer for test call, but
Not the actual
not
call.
the actual call?
This is sick.
Call has been.
I bet.
Welcome.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. And with that, welcome back to a brand new, all new episode of the Winning Podcast. You were right, dog. I adjusted the mic again.
Yeah, it's all good though.
I don't even know. I think
it was in the perfect
at
spot.
this point it's part of my act.
Yeah, it's you just constantly adjusting.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nice.
Words are the wise.
Yeah, for real. But for real though, I feel like we haven't recorded in a minute. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why does it feel that way?
We missed 1 day's worth of time.
Oh,
we would
yeah.
have done
I guess
this
we're just kind of
yesterday.
off schedule.
Yeah.
Slightly. But in that time, we got to see Morgan Freeman be an old man on stage. Did you see that picture?
What? No.
No, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna say it. But when you do look it up, put it right here on the screen.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so everybody else can see it. I'm crossed, and we'll talk about why after you see the picture.
Morgan Freeman news. Oh, you're talking about the glove?
What glove?
You talking about? Wait, which picture are you talking about?
I'm talking about the viral picture of Morgan Freeman going around right now.
That would be the only one.
Of
him bald.
No, of the direction he's looking.
What? Hold on.
Why are you having such a hard time pulling that?
I have no idea.
Y'all should see this.
I
Why
have
are you
no
struggling?
clue. Bro,
to pull
I am
up this
literally
picture right
I am
now?
literally in all the news outlets right now. This is why
And I'm seeing the picture that I'm referencing, but for some reason it's not like enlarging for you to see.
which
Like it's
one?
the way he's looking at her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my gosh.
Oh, they're not showing it.
Oh, I see.
No, you don't see because that's not.
I mean, there's a video. Anyways, we'll get back to that. Yes, Morgan Freeman is Master Roshi confirmed
But see, that's why I'm crossed.
because we're seeing everybody become characters from anime.
No, that's
Low-key. And not always the best ones.
because here's my thing with that. This is what I'm talking about. This one specifically.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just watched the video of that instance. That's what I was showing you.
So that's not creepy.
Of course it is.
But is it like in a cute old guy way because it's Morgan Freeman?
No.
Because right now,
Because-
everyone's just making jokes about it.
Yeah, no, it's not in a cute old guy
Is
kind of
this-
way.
is
There's
this-
no such thing
is
as a
this-
cute old guy
is
kind of
this-
way
is
to
this selective
visually
outrage?
molest somebody. Like, yeah, I think people should be upset
So is
because
this selective outrage?
selective outrage. How do you mean?
So you didn't watch the Chris Rock special? That's what it was called, selective outrage, because people choose what they're upset about.
I mean, yeah, of course they choose what
Bro,
they're
I'm
upset
tired
about,
of.
but
You know
this-
what?
I
No,
feel
hold
like-
on. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
No.
I am so sick and tired of having to explain the culture to you. I want that
First
to go
off-
on record. You
first
know what I
off-
mean?
First off, I understand what the term means, but what I'm saying is, in this context, I don't think that that's relevant. Because
Well, I was making a joke and you were like, anyway, that's
hey, you asked my opinion. Sometimes I
Go
get
ahead.
serious.
go ahead.
The only thing that I was gonna say is that for a long time, everybody's been like Morgan Freeman is the only blameless black man.
Man.
Like everybody wanted to believe that Morgan Freeman is untouchable. You know, even I wanted to. Look
timeless
up to Morgan
classics.
Freeman. Yeah, timeless classics.
Timeless classics.
Like March of the
Shawshank
Penguins.
Redemption. You know what? Look, and not even come on. Morgan Freeman
1,
is
2,
really
3
that guy. Yeah.
Greatest Morgan Freeman movies of all time.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He was also in Contagion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know,
Really,
even
really
subpar.
early on.
Listen, he narrated Metro Boomin's last 2 albums.
Yeah.
Icon.
But here's the thing, is that like in the past, there have been, you know, in the wake of Bill Cosby, there have been accusations against all kinds of old black men in Hollywood. Morgan Freeman ended up on that list loosely, but it was never really
Loosely, for
never
sure.
really explored because nobody wanted to believe that Morgan Freeman could be doing such foul things.
Okay.
But does this? I'm not saying.
Let's talk about this real quick. Right.
I'm not
there.
saying that this is like
Is this-
confirming
no,
that bias.
But is this picture a very, very foul thing? What we just looked at, or could it just have been camera angle and what we're running with?
It could be both.
Because
Why can't it be both? Why can't it be a really bad camera angle combined with malicious intent?
Is there malicious intent?
You don't know.
Here's my thing.
Is
Looking at the picture, because a lot of the comments,
you gotta ask better questions.
A lot of the comments were, "Oh yeah, I would be looking too."
But
Would you have looked
on stage like that?
Okay, that's
while you're all in
Take
front of
that out of there.
everybody?
Take that out of there. Would you have looked? Let's be completely
not in that situation.
okay, but you would have looked otherwise. That's all I want to know. You would have looked otherwise.
I don't know.
And be completely
Hold
honest.
on.
Why
Let's
are you
see.
lying?
What's this outfit look like? I didn't even get to see most of that. Would I have looked down like that? No. I already can see the outfit. Like, I know what this person looks like. There's tons.
No, but
I'm a reasonable person, right?
I'm trying to see it from everyone's perspective. I mean, I agree with you. Like, I get it. I agree with you.
Yeah, like.
But everyone's saying, you know, she was looking really good. And, you know, how could you
but
kind of
that's-
miss it?
that's
Do
victim
you-
blaming.
But no. But I'm saying, is this, that brings me back to the entire, is this more selective outrage? Because I haven't really seen anyone too upset about it. Some would say, why you do again,
Selective outrage, yeah, sure. Not everybody is going to choose to be mad, and people are really going to choose not to be mad at Morgan Freeman if they have the opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Is like
or do you think it was more of a height difference type of thing?
I don't know. Is he really that tall?
I mean, look at the picture.
I don't know. Is he? I don't know. Hold on. How tall is Morgan?
Oh, no,
Freeman?
he ain't that tall.
There's no way.
He ain't that tall.
Morgan Freeman height.
Is this smiling too?
He's 6'2". He's like my height.
Look at this guy, bro. Just a close up.
See, and I also feel like sometimes these pictures are doctored, right? Because I'm watching this clip, right?
What if he was reading the card in her hand?
I'm watching this clip, and I'm trying to find more of this moment where it could look like that picture. Like, there's just no way.
It's literally just that picture. That's what I'm saying is going viral right now.
Morgan Freeman, Margot Robbie. I need more off the shoulder gown. Video. That's what I want. Because here's the thing. If he actually broke his whole neck to do this, then then yeah, that's wild, bro. That's crazy. But I don't think that that's what happened.
I mean, that I get that. I wasn't there. I what was that? The Oscars? I thought the Oscars already happened.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
Okay,
the
that's wild.
Oscars did happen. So I feel like this picture is doctored a little bit. And that's what they're circulating. But anyways, beyond that, even if he did, it looks like he did glance.
A glance.
He did glance. I just watched like a small clip of the video where he'd be like, and I'm like,
Is that the craziest thing?
that's not the craziest thing, but it's still not appropriate to do.
I agree.
Like speaking of Chris Rock, we just talked about what is and is not appropriate to do in front of the public, especially as a black person.
I guess.
When you have a platform.
I think it's the smile, bro. It's like,
See, that's the thing.
How do you grin like that?
The smile, according to the video that I just watched, is not even real. That looks like another picture of Morgan Freeman that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I just don't believe that that's like, I think we're circulating, people may
Fake
be circulating propaganda.
Propaganda.
Anti Morgan Freeman propaganda at
That's
that.
insane.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. No, I could see that too.
How could you attack Morgan like
But I
that?
do remember seeing the picture at first, and I was like, why are there so many jokes in this? Because, again, it comes up with the whole, again, in any situation, shouldn't we be upset about this?
Absolutely, we should. If Morgan Freeman is actually out here being a creep, I
Master
absolutely, yeah. If Morgan Freeman is the Black Master Roshi confirmed, then absolutely he needs to be stopped.
Yeah, bro.
Because that's not okay.
I feel like it's closer to like a Robert Freeman.
He also needed to be stopped on several occasions.
Yeah, he did. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
What a
but
time.
yeah, so I don't know, I hope and pray that Morgan Freeman is not out here acting a fool.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't think he is. And
But-
honestly, talking about more celebrity news, you shouldn't have sent me that picture of Stevie Wonder.
Oh my God. Why? I had to see it. You should be lucky I didn't send you the video of somebody having their blindness.
I didn't realize, and this
blindness
I don't know.
removed.
Okay, maybe it was because of the quality of the picture. I was like, why does this look like a scene from Bird Box?
It
You know
really
what I
kind
mean?
of
I was like, what?
kind of looked crazy.
Yeah.
Like I can't.
Why did he take? What was the situation? Because you can't just be like, Stevie Wonder takes off glasses. Is that like a monumental moment? Has he never taken them off before?
I have no idea. I've never seen
is
a
this
picture of it.
news?
I don't know. It's just, how our generation and like the people that on the internet at current, they have this tendency to just repopularize things.
Yeah.
This could be an old picture. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess I
Maybe-
don't really know what he looks like.
Maybe he took his glasses off when they were singing the national anthem at the Oscars or something.
That's insane.
And somebody was like, wow, I've never seen this.
I've always heard he wasn't really blind.
You know?
And considering there's like, it's Hollywood and there's like makeup artists, this doesn't really prove to me that he isn't really blind. Because I'm not going to lie. The one time I heard it, and people, whatever conspiracy theories they were talking about, I kind of believed it. And it's kind of hard because that's why I thought it was news, because I thought this was him coming out like, hey guys, like, no, I really am blind. Like, again, I don't really know, but look at my eyes.
Look at his eyes look quite blind to me. That's all I'm gonna say.
But how would you know? How many blind people do you meet on a daily?
Not on the day. You don't have to meet blind people daily to know what like several blind conditions look like.
How do you just, is this your algorithm? Is this what you
I don't
Google?
know. Yeah, TikTok really started messing with me recently. So yes, I be seeing blindness stuff,
That's wild.
which is kind of wild. But
That's never, whatever. We don't have to get into that.
yeah,
Did you see they're trying to ban TikTok?
in the U.S.
Yeah.
again.
Again.
Weren't they trying to do that? Trump was trying to do
Well,
that.
how do you feel about, I had to watch my words there. How do you feel about other governments stealing our information?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I feel bad about theft of data. If that's what's going on, then of course
You don't want overseas places knowing what kind of peanut butter you like.
So they know which ones to poison.
I guess.
I
yeah.
guess.
I mean,
I don't know.
That's a new.
If I don't know, man. if the cat content that I've watched on TikTok becomes a weapon against the United States, honestly, then the United States deserves that. Like
That's why they're trying to get ahead of
takes,
that. They're trying to get ahead of that.
If
That's
that's
why they're
all it
like,
takes-
should we ban it?
I don't think so.
No.
Hey, once again, allowing a U.S. company to make something better. If you ban it here, then do it. All right, fine. What's going to happen? Elon Musk's Twitter will start doing Vine again, and it'll just be the same platform, the exact same thing. But it'll be only available in the United States.
I just want to know.
Everybody else will just keep using TikTok.
I guess my question is, because they're like, you could sell your shares, but do they not still own it? Do they not still have access to the information?
I don't know. I don't really. I'm not
Like,
too. I'm not too aware.
I just want to know
on-
what's selling their.
I'm not too aware on data security protocols on stuff like that. Like that's international level.
Well, let me give you some more data security information.
Oh my gosh.
Funny enough, a couple weeks ago, the homies and I were talking about doing like a 23andMe. And recently, a report came out that 23andMe has actually been selling that data again to offshore companies. So there is a company out there that knows that my homie's 10% white.
I'm dead.
Like they're actively selling that information to third parties.
Hey, honestly,
Yeah, bro. So how do y'all feel about that? I was getting ready to do it.
Yeah,
I was
that's a
getting
real
ready
problem.
to do it.
That's a real
That's
problem because
insane.
I am trying to figure out where I
They
come
have
from.
your
That's
spit.
messed up.
They
bro.
have your spit. They also have. Listen.
Hey, and now watch. This is how it begins. now I'm gonna sound like Joe Rogan, but this is where it begins, bro. This is where they start being like, you know what? We don't even need you. We'll just start cloning random parts.
What's that one Will Smith movie where?
Oh yeah.
Yo, you know how sick it is to just be walking to your favorite restaurant and out of nowhere another version of you comes out, not even friendly.
It just comes out straight swinging. Just immediately trying to take your head.
All because you wanted to know what your ethnicity was and you set some spit in a tube. Bro,
Yo,
that's insane.
That's almost lit Gemini, man.
I'm kind of with it. I'm kind of with it. You got to
Man,
see
yeah.
what's stronger, the spit you had in your mouth that day or you right now.
Do I get to gain strength from defeating myself again?
Well,
and
no,
again?
I just laid it out because it would just be whatever version you were that day as compared to you now.
Yeah,
It's like I guess it's like a mixed version of
dang,
the
like
Gemini Man and the one.
Yeah,
They
there we
keep
go.
sending them back. Oh, that's kind of crazy. How do we get so off topic? Anyway,
Hey, this
welcome
all
back to
happened-
another.
This all happened because our guest didn't want to answer the phone.
That is kind of funny. And
Welcome back.
As you hear this, she's blackballed.
Oh my gosh,
That's never happening again. Sorry.
Welcome back to
I'm
another
crying.
episode of the
I just
Winning.
need a second.
Yeah.
With your
Oh my goodness.
humble,
Lord.
gracious host, the only one to ever do it.
And I'm Caleb. Your other host.
Yo, this next topic's kind of very near and dear to me because I've been to some. Actually, I'm not gonna say that. Let's just talk about it. How do we? Actually, I'm gonna take all the weight off my shoulders and just let you handle this because this was your topic anyway. Because I don't want to be out here saying
breaking
anything,
news?
labeling anybody or any countries as anything.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Okay, so we're not labeling any countries as anything. What I'm going is straight off of headlines.
Oh man,
The headlines say that
somebody hand me a tissue. I'm crying, bro.
the headlines say that the Mexican president claims that Mexico is safer than the United States. I don't think
Whoa.
that my
Choose your words.
I don't think that my stance is that any country can ever really say that when it's tourism season, especially during that time. And I'm not going to take a stance and say that I think that one of these countries is safer than the other. I think the United States has a lot of terrible issues here.
Yeah.
But you could also say that the issues that we have are different.
Would you?
They are pretty different.
Bro, I'm finding out a large portion of the U.S. can't read. period.
Okay, yeah.
I'm also finding out, like in some places in Mexico, you shouldn't be walking around there at night because you will get something will happen no matter what.
See,
I
and
mean, we
that's-
have Detroit.
we have
so
places
many
like
places
that in the United States. Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So,
absolutely.
I personally, when I saw the headline, I didn't even look into it because honestly, right away, I guess at some point I would agree. Only because, at least, I don't know. I guess based on my background too, while to the outside world, some of those things that are happening might look like, oh my gosh, there's so much violence and this and this and that happening. Like how can they even survive day to day? It's probably a lot safer than you think because everyone's just about it. So people tend to leave you alone because while they could go out of their way to do something to you, you could probably do the same. So everyone is like, it's like a mutual standoff. While here in the U.S., you're either about it or you're not. And a lot of those places where you're getting robbed and there's a lot of murder or cop on general public violence, a lot of y'all can't even defend yourselves. You know what I mean? So I'm sure on one side of it, it's like, wow, like, how is this their culture? But on the other side, it's like, you guys just, I guess, not cut out for it. Right?
And you're just built different.
Yeah, like people go to Mexico all the time and nothing happens. But I guess people come here all the time too. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't really know. How do you know which place is scarier to go to? Right? Like,
I think another good question is like, what is the baseline for safety? Like, how are you
mean-
actually truly like building this baseline? Because you could be like, like there's more reported murders in the United States,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, well, how good are you guys at reporting murders? Like,
I mean, we did know a homie who, this is funny to me because I think it also does come down to like street smarts to some point, to a certain degree, because we knew a friend who went to Latin America just off the, oh yeah, I'm about to be a white guy traveling in Latin America, being the real tourist that I am. And then he got there and they robbed him. They took his wallet like day one. And then they took his phone day two, took his AirPods, so on and so on. And then you go, yeah, because a lot of those places, they do tell you, like, because of the conditions of living, don't act like you got to blend in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't act like you're that clear tourist because honestly, bro, even we joke about it here. You give me the opportunity to rob you, I'm going to rob you. Like,
don't just
let's
leave
make
the bag there.
But they'll tell you as long as you don't do all those things, it's very safe. Because again, they are tourist location. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they need the money still. Like they do need people to come in and hang out because people aren't gonna go to Venezuela or Colombia or like anywhere in Mexico if the reputation is if you come here you're gonna get robbed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
While we do know in the U.S. a lot of places, even here in Seattle, there's certain streets you shouldn't be on past a certain hour because you will get robbed. Like
Absolutely.
no matter what. And because here, a lot of people don't know self-defense or
They'll just cry.
they'd get robbed easy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So when the friend came back from Latin America and told us the story, again, we looked it up. The first thing it told you was, don't wear a nice watch. Don't even wear flip-flops and cargos and a tank top. Like, wear what the people there wear because, again, you want to blend in. You want to act like you know what you're doing because, yeah, bro, the minute I know you don't know what you're doing, come on. I want to sit here and say I'm taking advantage of people, but if I can sell you a $2 bottle of water for $10 because you don't know, I'm going to do that.
Absolutely.
Which is funny
Absolutely.
because if you remember in college,
Yep.
we were walking down the street one day and these white kids pulled over in a car and asked us to sell them weed. And we did sell them a dime bag of oregano for $10.
Oh my God. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
So yeah, that does happen. And we're in college. Like we're in the safest part of town you could be for a college town. And they rolled up talking about, hey, do you guys know where we could buy some weed? Yeah, bro, I got you. I'll be right back. Oregano. $10. And they didn't
Was
know.
that what it was, or was it catnip?
I don't even know.
I think it was catnip.
One or the other.
So We both had cats at the time.
This is not incriminating because we didn't sell them drugs. I'm crying.
Oh my
Somebody
god,
give me a tissue.
this is such a hardcore moment.
Because it's funny. Propaganda. So part of the
Bag
reason,
chasers for life.
but now like you said, let's talk about these headlines. So as of January, Ubers became widely legal again in Mexico, but now apparently the taxi companies aren't too keen about I guess Ubers are paying less money to operate than the taxis are. If you ask me, that is kind of shady.
Yeah.
Because
What kind of deal did they have to do that?
yeah, as a company that operates worldwide, like you should be paying more money.
You should literally.
Yeah, you should literally be paying more
Airbnb.
money.
Airbnb should be paying more fees in more places.
So to me, it was kind of crazy that. I mean, I guess it wasn't crazy, but I guess again, when you're sitting here in America and the lights are on all the time and there's all sorts of resources and available, like points of access for just the regular person, it might seem crazy to you that taxis aren't letting Ubers operate freely in Mexico.
And
But-
vice versa.
Yeah, but to them, they're losing their way of life because the Ubers are also cheaper than the taxis. They're paying less money than the taxis. And you know what I mean? Like, I can kind of see it. So I guess even on that point, it's like cultural differences.
Yeah, I don't even really. That's the whole thing. It's like, what happens when you take the Silicon Valley out of Silicon Valley and you put it other places? And it's like,
Same thing that happens to the bank.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley when.
they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
you lose a lot of money. And so, I don't know. My stance was more that how can you really say that your country is safer when we do have other things that are going on that we can mark, that we can point at,
Yeah.
that are like, hey yo, what the heck is this though?
Yeah.
But I mean, again, they can point to things in our country where they're like, well, what is this? And all
What
of
do you
this.
think?
And
What
it's
do you
like,
think
okay.
the parallel would be to Uber versus taxi violence in the U.S.?
Domestic terrorism of people burning the construction equipment, trying to build Cop City.
What?
in Georgia?
What?
Yeah. There was, so you remember we saw that thing on Twitter. I think we talked about it long time ago on the podcast, but Cop City was a thing that Cop City was a thing where the Atlanta or Georgia police force was like, they bought some land in the forest or something like that.
Gross.
And they're leveling it so that they can build a police training compound. And they're calling it Cop City. And so a bunch of activists and I don't know.
Don't they already have a training facility?
I guess, but they're building a bigger one.
See, and this is why we got to defund the police. At some
Exactly.
point, they don't even know what to do with the money. They go, you know what we need? More training facilities. Not even more cops, just more training facilities.
That's what I'm saying. What are you gonna train them? Like, what? Come on. But yeah, so that was my main thing, and I don't know, domestic terrorism. At what point is it domestic terrorism if
Yeah.
no human beings were harmed in the destruction?
Plenty of human beings were harmed.
In the destruction of police equipment. You know?
Yeah. What else do they have going on? I mean, they also. I don't want to go down this list. You know what I mean? It just feels very targeted.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're not trying to build a scary message. Like we're not like that.
I mean, they equally do hate.
We're just talking about headlines.
I would say the U.S. and Mexico and probably other parts of the world equally hate Haitians.
and they got no right.
Yeah. So that also is a kind of it's leveled out. You can't really bring up either one of those because it's leveled out.
Yeah.
So in conclusion, is Mexico safer than the U.S.?
Yeah, I guess you're about to find out.
I know, bro. How terrifying is that? Because I check off a lot of those things on that list. that I probably should be checking off. And with that, we're coming up on our first commercial breaks. What have you been doing for these commercial breaks?
Is this working?
Why do you pick up so quick? You don't even let it ring for a dramatic effect.
Okay, try again.
No. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh god.
That was hilarious.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah, that we're keeping. Oh no, now she's just gonna let it ring. Oh man. That was great.
That was great.
I counted to 4, Mississippi.
That was hilarious. That was funny because I wasn't even talking about like in that moment because I was just saying like in general like, oh wow, you pick up like fairly quickly, but you're like, oh, all right.
All right.
That's funny.
I'll start counting.
No, don't hang up. We're good. Let's.
No.
Oh,
We're
wow.
here.
How are you
Oh my
doing?
god.
I'm good. I'm going through my albums and just deleting. I took so many pictures, and a lot of them are just doubles. So, cleaning my library.
Oh yeah, you just came
Listening
back from a
to-
trip. Listening to
Huh?
what?
I said listening to romantic music.
Oh my gosh, because you're in love. That's wild.
You know,
Cut it out.
For those listening, we're talking to Paulina. We decided to call in, or I guess I called her. Oh no, here comes the cat. Where'd you just come back from?
I just came back from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico,
Oh, look at you and
yesterday.
your little accent. You learned something new down there.
Oh, accent.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Who taught you that down there? You know you don't talk like that.
Yes, I do.
Who taught you that?
It's Spanish. Oh, yeah.
How was it?
What do you get? Recording?
Yeah, we're recording. How was it?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. It was the clarity that I needed, and I feel relaxed. I feel grounded. I felt like a child. I played in the sand. I built sand castles. I almost drowned a couple times. It was great.
Wait, because you don't know how to swim?
No, I know how to swim. It's just the tide was crazy, and I couldn't get out of the ocean.
What
And I wasn't drowning.
What did
Oh,
you need?
go
What
ahead.
did you need to clear your mind from? What were you up to before the trip?
Oh man, I was really stressed about work, and I got assigned a huge PR deck literally 2 days before I left. And and I was just really stressed about that. And my boss hasn't been very kind lately. And, I'm just stressing about work mostly. Other than that, life was good. I'm chilling.
Are you in the streets?
Am I what? In the streets?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to get off the streets for good this time.
Oh my gosh, you say that every other week.
Literally.
No, it's time. I accidentally cast a spell under the full Mexican moonlight.
You
and
need
the
to
Mexican
you
host-
need to explain that to me because every time I read that, all I do is laugh. And Caleb looks at me like he doesn't know what I'm laughing at. You don't know what I'm
You wanna
laughing at.
know?
But
she told me. She literally called me.
is that like a blood ceremony? Is it like I want to know what is that? What does
Yeah.
that mean?
Yeah.
All right, this is the part of the podcast
So
where
listen.
if you're underage, you can't listen, but everybody
gotta
else keep going.
Yeah, is this
Yeah,
like
if you're-
scatting? Like what are we like?
No.
Okay, go
If
ahead.
you're under, a full PSA. If you're under 18, tune out right now for real because it's gonna get a little graphic.
Ah,
All right. So y'all know how when you go to Mexico, you're not supposed to drink the tap water, right? You get bottles of water.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I made a mistake and I got really thirsty and I forgot and I had tap water. I did something because I was out and about with my friends and my stomach just started hurting hella bad. And I talked to some of the locals and I was like, hey, can you recommend some local bars where there's like live music and I just want to hang out with the locals. I don't want to go to a club and dance to electronic music in Mexico. I didn't come here for that. I live in New York. Anyway. Fast forward, I get a little list from a local, and we're walking down the boulevard to like find these places, and my stomach just started rolling, and I stopped, I think, at every single bar that we came across because, like, remember, we were walking down, we had a place in mind, but my stomach was in shambles, so I was like, girl, we gotta stop just at every single thing because I just was shitting my pants. It was so bad. It was so bad. And then eventually, we didn't even get like halfway there. Eventually, I was like, you know what? I think we're just gonna have to chill here. Like, there's live music. Let's just hang out here for a little bit. Like, I need my stomach to settle. And we walk in, and yeah, there's live music. And one thing led to another. The drummer and I kept making eye contact. And then after the band stopped playing, I went and talked to them, and they invited us to come out with them, and we did. And then I felt like swimming. And mind you, I was wearing like a little mini denim skirt and a little like corset because I had just been out, right? I was going to go to the clubs, and I was like, I want to go swimming. And he's like, where are we going to go swimming? And I said, well, the beach is right there, so let's go out to the beach. And he goes, oh, do you have a bathing suit in your purse? And I was like, no, I'm going to go swimming like this. And I just got butt naked, and I ran into the ocean. And the girl that I was with, she was like, well, okay then. And then she got butt naked, and she ran into the ocean. And then the drummer got butt naked and ran into the ocean. And so we're swimming, and we're noticing the tide is getting crazy, but he like comes over to me, and start touching on each other. We start kissing. Then we please. We had sex in the ocean. And then we realized it was a full moon, and the tide was getting crazy, and that's why. And then we couldn't get out.
Oh, this is some like animalistic type.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was,
Oh, you couldn't get out.
They started actually dying.
You couldn't get out. Oh,
Yeah.
he couldn't pull out.
The
Like,
rip tide. They literally started trying to drown them.
Oh my gosh.
literally. So we couldn't get
But also,
out, and
you know, they didn't want to stop you doing the thing. But
Yeah.
Okay.
we were like, oh my god, it might just be worth it. Like if we would have died that night, I don't think I would have been upset. Honestly, it was great.
Oh, yeah, you'd
I
have
feel
been
like
good,
I feel like if you die early, it'll be in a sex related accident.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. That would be the.
that also needs to be elaborated on.
I
What,
feel
if I
like
died?
that's pretty self-explanatory, especially with Paulina.
Yeah, my barber's gonna
Yeah,
hit me,
you-
but I need to
I'm a feral
schedule
rat.
another.
Oh,
But
And-
is that the last time you saw him? Like, did he?
Nope.
Oh,
did-
absolutely.
Is he about to get a citizenship out of this? Like, what are we talking about here?
oh, girl, just wait. So we keep trying to. Okay, so we're having sex, right? We're in the ocean. We start like swallowing hella water, but we're not stopping because, like, you know, we're doing the damn thing. And I was like, okay, we have to get out. And then the ocean started getting even more intense, and we were literally being tossed around. I could feel myself like bumping into rocks. I was like, this is bad. Like, I'm gonna die. We're gonna drown. Eventually, we get out. We make it out. The ocean literally tossed us out, like spat us out. I mind you, I was butt naked, so I was just rolling with my bare titties on the sand. Like, it did not feel very good. And then we eventually walked back to our stuff, and Jordan's fine. We walk back to our friends, and she's like, oh my god, you're bleeding. And I was like, oh no, like I'm probably on my period, shit, whatever. No, girl, like my legs were shredded. His legs were shredded. We had bruises, like we had cuts, scratches, bites.
From the
It
ocean?
was
From
sad.
the ocean and the session.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And that's what you've been crying over for these last couple of days?
No, hold on, there's more. And then eventually we all get dressed. We're like, oh, should we just like walk for a little bit, find like a bar outside, have a beer while we dry off, and then like head home? And we're like, yep. And we're walking, and this man literally like sat down on a bench, and he grabs my legs, and he's like, oh no, you're bleeding a lot. Literally, disgustingly, in the most sexual way possible, grabs my leg. Like, mind you, we're sitting down. He like picks up my leg, bends down, and just like licks the blood off my legs, and then he started kissing on my toes. I was like, oh my god, I
Yeah,
can't.
we do
There's
gotta
a-
put a
Parental advisory.
Yeah.
parental advisory. Oh,
Yo, audio porn on that one.
Yo.
Hey, but thank you for elaborating. We like that.
Listen,
Yeah.
you're nasty.
Sorry. Ooh,
You're
I got a little
nasty.
sweaty.
Yeah, you were just talking about how you got a thing for dudes that like feet.
Yeah.
Not crazy. So,
you are a little crazy for that one.
That's kind of
Wait,
insane.
who was that on Game of Thrones that we were talking about? In the
Millicent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Millicent.
Lady Millicent. Or something close enough to
Hightower.
that. Hightower.
We
Lady
got
Hightower.
Lady Paulina Hightower selling
That's
feet pics.
nasty.
Selling feet
That's
pics.
kind of crazy. I honestly though, good for you. That's a good experience.
And then I kind of realized that we had messed up immensely because I was like, wait a minute, he's Cuban, like straight up from the island. He moved to Mexico a year ago, so he's an island boy. So that's definitely some Santeria bullshit that he did to me. Second of all, we had sex in the ocean under the full moon, got beat up by the ocean, got tossed out, and then this man ate my blood. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Immediately, I knew. I was like, God damn it. Yeah, you know, I saw him again. He invited me to his shows because he works a lot. Everything's a hustle out there. He's a drummer, primarily. And yeah, my last night in Mexico, we hung out. We did not sleep at all, if you know what I mean.
All right, we need to wrap this up.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh, that's hilarious. Good for you though. Because
Yeah.
I this makes me really happy because usually I'm the one coming back from the trips like, let me tell you this story. But now it's like, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like it's amazing to just go somewhere, complete stranger, and for this 2 days we're madly in love, and then I just don't want to see you again. Or at least maybe in your case it's different. He has you under a spell.
Yeah. It's
He has your
great,
chocolates all entangled.
You know what? You know what he told me?
What?
Oh, the last night that we were hanging out, my last night before I left, we were just like drinking beer. Oh, we also did mushroom chocolate because I didn't want to leave it behind and I couldn't take it back with me to the States. So we did mushroom chocolate. Yeah, it was gorgeous. And this man, literally right before we went to bed, he looks me dead in the eyes. And he was like, you know, I want to marry you. And I was like, what? Like for favors? Or what do you mean? I'm not even...
Valid questions.
For real.
Valid questions.
And very valid. I was like, I mean, I'll give them to you. But he was like, no, I just really like.
I mean, I'll give them to you. But that's such a easy process. I mean, yeah, sure. On a Saturday.
I mean, yeah, wait 5 years.
Like, what? You're hella funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I know.
great.
Yeah. Oh, what else? What else was I gonna say? Oh my gosh! So remind you, this is all in Spanish, Cuban Spanish, by the way. Which, if you know what that sounds like, it's. What else did he say to me? I was like, after that, I was like, I don't know why we're even feeling like this. Like, we just met each other. We haven't even known each other for a week. This man goes, we've actually known each other for many lifetimes. You just have to remember, and gave me a kiss on the forehead. And I was like,
see, to me, that's still corny. I don't care what y'all say.
You
that's
have to,
still mad corny.
You
got to say it in Spanish.
Yeah, you
gotta
have
say it
to
in
say
Spanish because you know it doesn't translate that well. You know what I
there's
mean?
no way that it translates the same. Because
Yeah.
if I literally told a woman that in English, like, I would get punched.
Yeah. Because again, like there are some endearing words in French that if I called a woman that like in French, she'd be like, yeah, see, that's sexy.
Exactly.
But the minute I call her that in
exactly.
English, she'd be like, why would you call me that?
Even disrespectful
Right.
things when said in French kind of sound sexy, and for that reason,
Yeah.
you just can't even.
So let's hear it. Let's hear it. What did he say to you?
I can't do it. I can't repeat those words.
Oh my God, you're
The tease.
Explode.
do it. Let's hear it for the one time.
I'm a little shy.
Shut up. Let's hear it for the one time before you get blackballed from the podcast.
You just ranted to us for 20 minutes, and now you're shy.
Yeah. Okay. So how did it go?
I'm a little
what did I
shy.
say?
The ocean wasn't a children commercial. You better yeah, how do you say it?
Are you guys gonna get turned on by this?
No,
Friendly?
what?
In a friendly way? Are you sure?
In a friendly way.
In a friendly way.
Maybe the listeners will.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
CP, this
Yeah.
could be clout.
Only the ones 18 and up, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the ones that speak
I wonder
Spanish.
if any of your
And maybe if
listeners
you
speak
don't.
Spanish. Maybe some people speak Spanish. Maybe they don't. But
Hey,
yeah.
stop being around the bush. Let's hear it.
All right, I'm coming. I'm going.
I'm coming. What? What?
Oh my God, this is a great episode.
Okay, let me focus. I said, no sé por qué nos estamos comportando así, ni siquiera nos conocemos. And he goes,
Hey, do like a male's act. Yeah, like
you gotta
deep in your
hit us
voice.
with like that
Yeah.
Dos Equis.
Yeah.
But Cuban's different, so it's like a little bit slurred.
Try your best.
He was like,
Go on, baby girl.
Go on, baby girl.
What?
He goes, okay. Here it goes. Nos hemos conocido. I can't do his voice. It's so deep.
Oh man! All right, go ahead.
Just say what you gotta say.
Oh, okay. I can't do it. It's too funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god. It basically is like if someone told you, you know that saying, like it's like we've known each other for a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like
Wow,
nos hemos conocido muchas vidas. And I melted, of course.
man.
I like came and cried.
You know, okay. I also gotta know when you go to Mexico, is the filter all yellowish like the movies? Because that would make
No,
it
it
hotter.
That's
No,
But that would
Yeah,
have
no,
listen. Slap that filter on this scene of, you know, the foreign American girl walking in. It's all yellowish, you know,
Exactly.
like the heat
That's-
rays,
Oh,
the
God.
flies, the Dos Equis, like you said, like the Coronas.
Dos Equis.
Yeah, and he goes
Literally.
in Spanish, like, come on. Yeah.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Thinking back.
Oh my god.
my
That would be
God.
hilarious.
That would be. I'm about to go back and like make a little collage video and just add it.
I'm
Oh my
crying.
god.
God.
That's too funny.
This whole
Anyways.
episode has just been Luigi cry laughing.
For real. I just wanted to, you know, part of the culture is giving your friends a platform to let heavy subjects off their hearts, because I know it's been weighing heavy on your mind. You've been crying
Very
about
much
it.
so. I have been for 2 days.
But now we got to plan our next trip. We got to plan the next thing to do, because I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it. Right?
Aren't you going? Aren't you going next weekend?
Hey, don't be telling people where I'm going. All right? Yeah, I
Oh,
need to.
sorry.
Yeah,
We're
that's
not
a
going.
sensitive topic. But I'm talking about the trip in the summer.
Oh yeah, we got to
Yeah, we'll start planning that out.
cast some more spells.
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my goodness.
that's ridiculous. But I do gotta let you go because I have to run to a hair appointment. But like I said, we just wanted to talk. I wanted to. What do you mean? Okay, I'm about to get beautiful.
I said something good.
Oh, all right. You just got terrible connection.
All right.
But
Go
we'll
get
text you.
beautiful.
We'll text you.
Yeah.
Glad
Love
you're
you
back
guys.
home
Have a
safely.
good episode. Me too. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a
Love
good one.
you.
Love you.
Yeah, love you too. Bye.
Bye.
That was an amazing little segment.